What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. And in today's video, we're taking a look at a strong team in the Open Ultra League, given to us by Mr. Tamagotchi, fellow trainer and content creator, who hits veteran in the Ultra League with Shadow Alolan Sandslash, my boy Skeledirge, and Double Nuke Cresselia. Let's get a look at these battles here in the Ultra League and see how Mr. Tamagotchi handles this team. Starting off the first battle, we are going to have a Shadow Ampharos on the lead against the Shadow Alolan Sandslash. Gonna go for the extra Shadow Claw here, as it's really no point in trying to CMP. Shielding once just to assert dominance on this Ampharos, and the opponent comes in with a Clefable. This is a really, really good opportunity for Skeledirge to come in and just murder a fairy. I will be honest. You know, Skeledirge does one thing real good, catching the Meteor Mash on the Skeledirge. What a really good catch here. It does almost no damage because of that fire typing. It also completely walls Clefable. I would not be surprised at all if we see Mr. Tamagotchi go to try to commit to a full farm down on this Clefable. Not sure if he's going to be able to, but it certainly could try, but he looks like he's going to go for the Disarming Voice before the opponent gets to another Moonblast, which makes sense. You want to keep it alive, right? And that's going to take out the Clefable. Opponent's Ampharos comes back in. Unfortunately, not ideal timing here, as the opponent gets a full 3 turns of energy and damage with that second Volt Switch, but otherwise it's that you cap on energy. So going for the second Incinerate here, going to try to commit to this Shadow Ball. Ampharos is going to get the KO with the Brutal Swing here, but the Sandslash has moves loaded. A Toxicroak comes in, and Cresselia answers the Toxicroak. Now, we do have to be aware that Toxicroak does indeed have that newly acquired Shadow Ball added to its moveset this season, but Shadow Ball doesn't even do half to a Cresselia. Cresselia easily going to be able to fire off Future Sight or a Moonblast here, and that'll take a KO against this Toxicroak regardless. At this point, Moonblast, farm down, shield the potential Shadow Ball coming through, or just let Sandslash get another Shadow Claw in, honestly. I think that's fine. Yep, lets it go, that's fine. Gonna get the Shadow Claw through, just needs to get the 2 charge moves here, and easily going to be able to do that by firing off both the Drill Run's opponent. Basically has to no-shield this in order to win the game. You're thinking like, yeah, it could be an Ice Punch, right? And that's the only way they win, is if Tamagotchi throws the Ice Punch. But he throws double Drill Run, able to get the KO and take that game. Well played. I don't want to confuse anybody by, I feel like I just misspoke, right? So it's not no-shielding Drill Run that gets them that win. It's no-shielding what could have been an Ice Punch and then shielding the Drill Run or Ice Punch afterward. That's the only way that that opponent could possibly have can't come away with that. But the Sandslash had so much energy that I don't think it actually matters. But Skeledirge coming in to absorb what could be a Focus Blast. Bro, they catch the Focus Blast. Oh, it wasn't... Oh, man. And they get the attack drop, and Regirock comes in. Registeel, Regirock. Hold on, is this... Is there a Regice in the back, boy? That would be wild. But Regirock is down a shield. Not really going to matter too much. I don't know if Tamagotchi really wants to go for it. Yeah, not really any reason to go for it here. Stone Edge KOs the Skeledirge, takes it out quite cleanly here. And if the opponent overfarmed a bit, Alolan Sandslash could be in for a bad time. The opponent goes straight for a charge move. This is probably a Stone Edge, but we're going to shield it up anyway. Respect it. Could be the Focus Blast. I don't think it was enough, but now that allows Sandslash to overfarm by 5 more Shadow Claws, assuming the opponent threw right away. Tamagotchi taking a risk there on trying to overfarm with the opponent. CMP'd with the Sandslash here on that second Stone Edge. They went for their shield. Stone Edge not going to be able to be enough to take it out. And in comes a Virizion. Virizian's just going to get met with the Cresselia, saving the shield for Alolan Sandslash to finish off that Registeel and that Regirock. I think even at the point that we're at right now with Cress, like it does get walled by Registeel, but Registeel has taken enough damage, I feel, at this point that Cresselia still will put a dent in the tin can, so to speak. So I'm expecting a complete farm down of this Virizion here. Definitely makes a lot of sense. You just come out with all the energy you could possibly need. Sandslash with a shield sweeps the Regis. Interesting team composition by the opponent here. But you know what? If it works, right? So gonna throw the Future Sight. Although it's resisted, Registeel is gonna need to they're gonna have to do something special here, because 2 Drill Runs from the Sandslash is gonna be quite a lot of damage. Drill Run's gonna take out the Regirock, and then all that's left is the Registeel. The opponent not having any energy, I guess they just decide to quit. Okay, I mean, okay, all right. The opponent could have possibly landed a move there. And Cresselia, I think, was getting low enough to the point where it could have taken it. I don't know. So, Okay, Tina lead, sure, but say swap Lanturn in this Ultra League? Are you nuts? Trainer, what are you doing? All right, well, okay. I've seen, no, you know what? I hate that fish. And I wish Tamagotchi had Grass Knot. That fish needs to be put in its place. The fact that people are actively trying to play XL Lanturn in Ultra League makes my blood boil. That fish is a bane of this entire... The thing is the bane of my existence, man. The entire existence of Lanturn just makes metas inherently RPS, as you all know we've had with the previous Holiday Cup that we had. And look at this, look at this, look at this. The stupid fish can almost take out Crest when Crest doesn't rock Grass Knot. Will it? Probably not. The opponent's gonna have to put up 2 shields in order to win Switch here. But it doesn't matter, right? Because now you're just going to be able to get the Moonblast off right before getting taken out. Very nicely timed there. Just barely living there. Sandslash comes back in. Poliwrath in the back. This is interesting, but up a shield. Skeleturge is most likely going to have a good time here. Opponent going straight for a move. That would be an Icy... No, it would be a Scald, right? Okay, it's a Scald. I miscounted. You can't count and Shoutcast at the same time. It's a known fact. Don't crucify me here. But we're going to have a Disarming Voice, get the shield, the opponent looking to shield that up, going for... Huh? Did they wait a turn or something? Because they should have gotten a third counter through. Yeah, I don't know, dude. But Tamagotchi's going to call the Icy Wind at this point. Sandslash could also get to a move. Scald is almost going to take it out. Dude knows how much damage that Scald does. Opponent says, nah, I'm out, fam. I lose. Good game. Skeleturge is the winner. Skeleturge is always the winner. Let's keep that one a buck right there, okay? We all know it, all right? Okay, so Mandibuzz against this team, kind of dangerous. Going with good timing for this Ice Punch here. Shadow Claw makes this actually a losing matchup for Alolan Sandslash. Ooh, excuse me. But if it had Powder Snow, it would be significantly better, as unfortunately, once 1 Dark Pulse is taken and 2 Dark Pulses happen, you know, you have to start shielding at that point. If you take 2 Dark Pulses, your Alolan Sandslash can get farmed down. And that's a dangerous opportunity to give to a Mandibuzz here. But we're going to see what Tamagotchi looks to do here. He does no shield, giving the opponent the chance to shield and farm down this Alolan Sandslash. There it goes. Brain just said blank. I'm not thinking anymore. That's it. We're done. Ice Punch. Opponent just going to let it go. Ah, it's a crit! Nice quick reaction time by Tamagotchi, getting his Sandslash out of there before it just becomes a melted pile of ice and steel. But opponent gonna respect that Future Sight, and Tentacruel right now is just... I don't know, man. Maybe, I mean, they're going for Scald, right? They're probably shielding in hopes they get the debuff, which they don't. But they also may have been respecting the Future Sight regardless. So Scald not going to get them that debuff that they oh so desire. And honestly, that might be me on the other side, because I never get debuffs, right? It's definitely not. But going for the next Scald here. Cresselia still hanging on strong with no debuffs, man. You could certainly throw the Sandslash in here, get that farm down. That is huge. No, unfortunately, not going to be able to get to that drill run to threaten the Skeleturge. But Skeleturge up a shield, a Cresselia loaded with Future Sight. We're looking pretty solid here. Opponent most likely going to try to bait here, if I'm being honest. They kind of have to, right? So even if you no shield, I feel like it's pretty safe to do so. Gonna go for a shield anyway, can't take that risk. Just needs to go for double Shadow Ball, but that's going to be a good game as the opponent concedes. Well played. All right, getting into the next game here. We got a Slash against a Tentacruel. Tentacruel is everywhere this season, and if you got a team that knows how to deal with it and Poliwrath, you're in a good spot. Opponent not going for that catch. No, they go for the catch on 8. Trainer is using their ESP. They got the psychic powers, dude. They just know. I hate when that happens, because it happens to me all the time. I try to overfarm on purpose, and my opponents are just like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do one more and then swap it. It's all right, dude. People make Force Calls. I do it all the time as well. So, unfortunately, this is not a good matchup for Cresselia, though, as the Greedent has Crunch, and a majority of them do. If your name is not Home Slice Henry, the Greedent probably has Crunch. I love you, everybody. All right. So Crunch is not going to be enough, however, to KO the Greedent. The opponent will need 2 more Crunches, even with that defense drop. So Cresselia could simply just take Switch here, and then it will probably get farmed down by the 2 defense drops. Oh, they let him get the farm. Oh, that feels so bad. You got to. Oh, he doesn't shield. He's gonna go for the Skeletors. He's gonna go for the Incinerate down. Incinerate farm down coming through. I think at that point, it feels so bad to have to let go of that much energy. It's very easy to completely lose track of the energy on a Greedent because of how spammy it is. But gonna go for the Shadow Ball here and then throw the Sandslash back in. Go for the combo play. This is an Ice Punch, but the opponent might have to respect it being a Drill Run. They shield up the bait, and that is going to allow Sandslash now to get in this matchup. The opponent may not have an answer to Sandslash in the back, and that may very well be. Whoa, okay, that was a really huge read. Let's talk about this for a second, because we all know how this matchup goes, right? So Tamagotchi realizes that there is a popular team that is currently out there. The Tentacruel, Greedent, Guzzlord team that everyone has seen in this meta at least 15 times a day, right? So Tamagotchi reads that he sees the Greedent and he sees the Tentacruel, and he reads that there's probably a Guzzlord in the back. So he brings in the Alolan Sandslash, which is normally a very risky play to do, and capitalizes on it because he's just like playing to the fact that there's probably a Guzzlord in the back. And that pays off huge for him as he's able to get in, get the shields, get the opponent's Guzzlord onto the field, take it out with the Skeleturge, and if he can just get to this. Oh, he doesn't get there, but that means that the Sandslash should be able to outpace unless the opponent massively overfarms. So the Scald comes through, KO's Skeleturge, only 3 away from the Drill Run, and he's going to be able to take it. A very risky play, ultimately playing off, and that's what team reading can help you with. As long as you know some of these common teams, you can also use that information in team reading. Getting a 5-0 to start off, and here we go into the next set. And rise to occasion. Let's see how this goes. He's rising to the occasion in this battle against the Galvantula. So another bit of team reading, right? When I see a Galvantula in the Ultra League, I almost always assume that there's a Jellicent and a Mandibuzz in the back. And the reason why is because that is such a popular team from several seasons ago. I don't know who made it. But several seasons ago, that team was created, and it's very, very common. Almost every time you see Galvantula, you'll see that team. Now, very nicely done here, and hopefully we catch the Surf. The opponent going straight for that Shadow Ball. Very, very risky now, as if they go for another Shadow Ball, it's going to leave Crest in a farmable range and would make things very, very difficult here. So we see his shield go up for Tamagotchi, going for very nice timing here, going for that Moonblast. Very nicely done here. And that means that Skeleturge could be very valuable in the endgame, especially now that the opponent is shields down. And I think it's going to be very important to see what happens. I think a farm down would be very beneficial here. Cresselia goes down, but Sandslash can come in and get the hugest farm of its life. And honestly, that's the winning play here, I think, because able to get that huge farm down, the opponent, no, he's got Scrafty in the back, so that's completely not what I was expecting here, but it's still a dark type, so it's kind of close, right? But essentially, the whole point there was Sandslash gets a farm up, and then is going to be able to, ooh, this is very, very risky. Oh, the lunge is double resisted, but you can't risk it. Oh, this is so risky, dude. Going for one more Incinerate. All the Tamagotchi has to do at this point is land the Disarming Voice into the Scrafty, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Going to go straight for it, not waiting, not going for any Incinerates, just going to take out the Scrafty. Oh, wow, that does not do as much damage as I thought it would. All right, but I believe Alolan Sandslash has a move, and the opponent's Scrafty is going to have to go for a foul play in order to KO here. So as long as that farm down gets the move on the Sandslash, able to KO this Scrafty, that's going to be a good game here, well played. Tamagotchi takes the dub over one of the finest battlers in North America. Well done, man. Right, but team reading. I keep trying to go back to it. Absol trained best, another really, really good player here in the Ultra League with the Tentacruel lead. I would almost say expecting the same thing again, right? Could be Guzzlord, especially because the opponent is deciding to stay in. Tamagotchi adjusting his strategy rather than throwing on 8, throws on 7 instead, hoping to throw the opponent off a bit. Opponent just takes it on the chin, and this Scald would do some significant damage, so Tamagotchi is going to let it, or shield it up. And then we're going to see the opponent come in with a Poliwrath, and they are met by the Cresselia very quickly here. Now, it's up to Tamagotchi here if he goes straight for Moonblast and tries to keep the Future Sight hidden, which I feel like might be the right call here. And it looks like that might be what he's going to do, even with the attack drop, which is unfortunate. Excuse me. Gonna be able to get a shield off the Poliwrath. Poliwrath probably looking to go for some switch advantage here. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but no shield the next Scald here. No debuff on this one, thankfully. Getting to 2 Moonblasts would be ideal here because there's no real way that this Poliwrath is gonna be able to flip this matchup. And all that the Cresselia needs to do at this point, I mean, well, actually they very well might. Going for that Scald, yeah, okay. Opponent comes in with the Tentacruel now as a quick switch, but Cresselia quick to fire off that Future Sight, KOs the Tentacruel, and back in comes Poliwrath, and now Poliwrath is going to have to get to a move before this Moonblast goes off, but that's not going to happen. Now, it looks like to me, Skeledirge could try to get a farm down here, or you could try and do some shenanigans, right, with the Sandslash, depending on how much HP is left, right? So you come in, gets the snipe, that's exactly what it's in my head, but I couldn't articulate it quick enough. But I'm like, he could go for 2 Incinerate, swap in, get the Shadow Claw down before the opponent gets to the move, if it's got enough HP for 1 Shadow Claw to connect. And that was beautifully executed by Mr. Tamagotchi here, really showing how strong this team and his knowledge of the team itself can be. Very, very high level play at this point, and I'm very excited to be. The Baby Cakes is calling. Hey, Baby Cakes. I appreciate that. That is exactly the same thing I would do if my wife or my wife called me while I'm battling. Hey, what's up, baby? I'm not ignoring that. Huge respect. You always answer Baby Cakes. There is no exception. All right, awkward lead here, mirror lead. You kind of can't swap out because you have the Cresselia. Skeledirge would rip this thing a new booty hole. So, so we're going to see Tamagotchi just immediately go for the drill run. Wonder if he tries to call a bait here, honestly, at this point. The opponent knowing that since Tamagotchi threw the drill run, could very easily flip this by shield. God! They do it, dude. He literally just calls the bait. Giga Chad, respectable Giga Chad behavior. Calling the bait, as honestly, most will do it. Now he could easily just win this matchup by shielding and going for another move. But we're going to see what the opponent wants to do here. Goes straight, full sends that drill run. The opponent is an entire move behind. Tamagotchi winning CMP as well, having some attack weight to his Sandslash. Gets the drill run, KOs the opponent's Sandslash, and now Cresselia is looking at the opponent, just like, nah, dude, I'm good. You know what? Honestly, same. If that happened to me, no way. I mean, that's partially why you just don't bait, too, because stuff like that happens, and if you get the bait call wrong, like, make the opponent be the one to make the decision on whether they want to shield or not. If they no shield, you take them out, and that's all you need. Oh, no. Oh, you have no idea, dude. This is terrible. A Greninja save swap into this team is miserable. You have to go for Moonblast here. At least you're going to force all the shields, and then you can at least take a couple of Night Slashes, assuming the opponent doesn't boost. But, man, this is rough. This is rough, dude. Yeah, Greninja has a very strong time against this team. But we are going to see Tamagotchi get shield advantage here and go for some Moonblast with good timing at that as well. Opponent going to throw the move, hoping for that boost. They're fishing for it. They got their rod and reel out. They're like, give me that boost, man. Let me get that boost, reel it in. No boost. All right, try again. Now it's time to shield, though. Night Slash is coming out extremely quickly here. But the Moonblast also coming out, I mean, they come out every 14 turns. It's just a lot quicker for Greninja. But because Greninja has to shield everything, it makes this matchup much better for the Cresselia. And Cresselia going to be able to get to this Moonblast before the opponent is going to be able to get to their Night Slash. Saving a shield, taking out Greninja. Gliscor comes back in. And I think that he actually saved a move. No, he didn't save the move. He threw the Ice Punch and it got caught. Night Slash going to KO. Sandslash now coming in. Opponent not going to be able to catch this one, though, as this Gliscor is going to shield up, and that is going to mean that the Night Slash gets shielded. And the Ice Punch is going to one-shot this Gliscor into next week, and that is going to be... Kaboom! Kaboom-worthy! Toxicroak! Oh, no, not the Toxicroak! Wait a minute. No, that Shadow Ball is not... That's Mud Bomb. Never mind. I was going to say, if that Shadow Ball is enough, that could be a problem. But Mud Bomb, not even going to be close, man. Going for the Shadow Ball, easy KO on the Toxicroak. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Getting around that real tight situation with the Greninja. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. All right. You never know, man. Well played. All right, getting into the next game. Sandslash against Golisopod. This is nasty. Golisopod slaps this whole team. Comes in with Cresselia. Opponent's probably sitting there like, man, this guy does not have an answer to my Golisopod. This is, okay. So, we see Liquidation come through. Opponent not running X-Scissor, apparently. Now they're going to come with the Wheezing, and they're going to find out why Cresselia is the GOAT. Or at least, oh, I don't go. But we get Future Sight, get to take out. Oh, that does so much damage. This is why I can't play Weezing anymore, dude. I have been Future Sighted by way too many Future Sight Cresses. You can't do it, man. It's just, no. Opponent going for another Brutal Swing. At this point, you could probably just farm down if you need to. Brutal Swing, not going to be enough to KO the Crest. Crest is going to go for this Moonblast here, but I almost wonder, nah, you don't want to risk that undercharge, but taking out the Weezing, no shields remaining, or both shields remaining, no shields have been used yet, but coming immediately in with Skeletors here to try and get ahead on energy, and the opponent sends in a Shadow Ampharos. This is very dangerous, as it does have the Brutal Swing, and the move of Volt Switch is a little bit quicker than the Incinerate, but we are going to see Disarming Voice probably get that first shield. Opponent going to go for another fast move here before they throw. Very nice timing on the opponent's end, as they're easily able to fit that 1 Volt Switch into the Incinerate. Very difficult to get around this matchup with the Skeletors. This is probably not going to go very well for Tamagotchi here. Yeah, this is not looking good. Opponent's got a shield. Just says, nah, I'm out. You know what? Same, bro. Same, bro. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, we hit Veteran? No, we're not there yet. Okay, hold on. We still got another battle, though. Don't go away. I've still got 3 minutes left here. Poliwrath in the next game. This is not looking good. Going straight into the Cresselia here. Opponent. Oh, no. It's the double Dark Poison team, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be rough. I got to see how he gets through this one. Drapion, I've played this matchup so many times. Drapion just absolutely annihilates Cresselia. Doesn't matter what Cresselia does at this point. It's really just not going to be a good time. So, Moonblast, it does take about 2 Moonblasts to KO the Drapion. And without a defense drop, Cresselia actually does live the second crunch here. And that is exactly why this matchup is kind of like lopsided, right? Like the Drapion can just farm down now. But the Cresselia gonna also be able to farm. Oh, dude, you get Switch. But that was almost huge. Oh my goodness. That's tough. Crunch goes through. Skeletor just going to come in, get the farm down, looking to get ahead on energy. Opponent comes in with their Poliwrath, not realizing that the expectation, right, going back to team reading, right, another popular team was Poliwrath with double Dark Poison. And so the opponent's best response to the Skeletor is the Poliwrath, which is not at all a super strong answer. And the fact of the matter is that we'd much rather see the Ghost type on the Poliwrath than the Alolan Sandslash. So, hopefully whatever's in the back is weak to Alolan Sandslash. Tamagotchi comes straight in with the Alolan Sandslash, and there's a Skeletor in the back. And this is wild! He's gonna get to the drill run here. Does this KO? No, but the opponent's not shielding. And now, oh my goodness, dude. I think the win condition, Tamagotchi fully farms down, gets to double moves against, oh dude, he's gonna do it. He's going to get the double Disarming Voice. He's going to KO the Poliwrath. Please tell me it's true. It's absolutely happening. Coming back from a miserable lead, pulling out the Pokemon in the back to get that farm down, secures the game. Disarming Voice is going to KO this Poliwrath, and Tamagotchi is going to punch his ticket into the veteran tier for this current season. Well done, my friend. That was an amazing final battle. Picking up a 5-0 on the finish. He didn't record all of it. He just submitted that one last battle, but he's like, man, this is worth it right here. Oh, man, that was exciting. Very well done, Mr. Tamagotchi. Again, fellow content creator. He's got a YouTube channel, link in the description and the pinned comment, so go check him out. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Hope you're having a great holiday season. It's gonna, I'm pre-recording a bunch of stuff here because I'm gonna be on vacation for a couple weeks. So, y'all have been wonderful. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.